meeting, all these things, right? Now you understand, right? So all the steps can be defined very clearly before you start every project, right? So even these things, all these things are recorded. So that is why SAP is always promoting you to do this, okay? Yeah, solution manager is a different area, but I will give access for 1 week, right? So at that time you can go through all this, right? Yeah. The only thing is solution manager configuring takes a lot of time, right? So when I configure, if I give access with all the power, if anybody spoiled, then I have to spend a lot of time, right? Yeah. So I told you BD54 to maintain logical systems. You can do it in ECC also, right? Yeah. So those are the main commands, right? So just to get give you an idea about what a solution manager guy does, right? So he has different things to configure. So he has to configure incident management, change request management, root cause analysis, system monitoring, early watch alert, maintenance optimizer, right? So, and like that, there are about 15, 16 things, right? So in a company, they may be using all of them. No much company is all of them. They may be using maybe 5 of them, 6 of them, or maybe only incident management and change request management, right? So like that, right? So you configure that. Okay. To configure the change request management, after doing all these things, then I have to type a command called SolManl setup. So it may not work here because I have to configure certain other things. It goes to a graphical utility when I type SolManl setup, right? So in that graphical utility, it goes here. It may not go because I have to configure something else because I'm not doing in that system. Yeah, so it may not go, right? No. So it may not go because I have to configure certain in my computer, local computer, right? So it will go to a graphical screen, I mean GUI based screen, which is browser based screen. So there I can configure step by step, right? Yeah. Okay, that part is done. So when we look at our installation, it's going steadily, right? 12 out of 45 components installed, right? So these are the steps: update system, DLLs, and now it's creating creating database, then creating and checking the table spaces. Then it is going to check all other things. Okay, right. So still we have time. So we have to spend another 10 hours here. Yeah. If I ask you to spend another 10 hours, will you spend? No, no. Nah. You know what you said? Huh? No, no. But if I ask that back home somewhere, they will say, yes, we will spend.
No, but we have a BI course.
That's why you cannot spend. So this is also happening. Let me see what is, let me stop this one because I just wanted to show you this. So this is product system. So I will type SM37. 37. Now I wanted to stop that particular batch job, right? So I will execute. Before that, I want to see how my processes are working. Let me type some commands related to performance tuning. So SM50. Somebody's telling that your system is slow, right? You type SM50. See, that is slow. That is why SM50 also takes. That's why you have to always keep one window open, right? One window close, other door is open like that. That time, one window close, the other window is there, right? You know, so still it's going on, right? So it's direct read, all those things. So what is the table? This is the table reading. It's reading, right? Okay. So refresh it and see. So let me double click on this. That is why our solution manager also was slow because it's in the same, it's a virtual system there in the same server. Yeah. So this is the program, main program, sequential read. So I know that this file is read sequentially. There also I saw, right? So direct read is 0. all this information. See, rollout. Have you heard about rollout, roll in? You heard about rollout, roll in about a month ago, 1.5 months ago, I think. Then roll page. Base is very long. That's why, right? Memory total, private. You know what is, we will learn about these transactions later. We have some theory also. So all these things we can find out in detail, right? So now this is a good opportunity to type some other commands also. So I don't want to stop it now. Let me type st02 and see. If I type st02, you will see a lot of red. Okay. So it doesn't mean that your system is slow, right? Because some activities happen. And that's why a lot of things will become red, right? So, but that red will be there until you shut down your system or the instance, right? So when you reboot the instance, then that will disappear. So when you're taking any decision, you have to make sure, right? All those, you got to take into consideration all of them. Sometimes this may be very slow, okay? Because you can't even log in. Graphics is so slow because a lot of our SGen is very it consumes a lot of power, right, from the system. So like that, some activity can happen in the system and you can't even log in. So what do you do? Now I can't even log in. So what do I do now? People are complaining, I can't do my work. So what are you going to do? You quit? Oh, that's why you quit, Dadalab? You're good. Log into the OS, right? Log into the OS. Then we have to log into the OS and find out the processes running and what are the dialog work processes running, right? Whether dialog work processes are hanging, right? There is a mode called heap mode. Heap. Have you heard about that? We'll discuss later. Heap mode. So when the dialog work process goes to heap mode, that means nobody can use the dialog work process, right? So that means your system is almost crashing, right? So you have to kill them from the operating system level, right? See, for example, this exam, see, this is not starting, it's taking time, right? Even if you are doing it from the OS level, you have to know all the, you have to have all the information about the server. What is the instance name? Instance name means what is the server name? What is the instance number? What is the SID? Everything you should have handy, right? Because when you are running certain tools, you have to know them. Based on that only you say you type that tool and then you type the name of the instance. So you have to remember all of them, right? Yeah. At that time, if you cannot remember, you were searching for that, then it takes time, right? Yeah. Where is my screen? Pardon? Because also we are trying to run the same command, different command there. Yeah. So I want to create that situation. I want to create a situation where system is busy, right? Yeah. So that situation is too hectic, right, for the system. Yeah. It's not hanging. It's doing still, yeah. Right? Yeah. But this is like work environment is not acceptable. So it can happen in a work environment. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, I will stop that service and I can even run these commands after that. right? So I will check the, I type SM37 and then I execute. So a running job, I am going to stop now. So this is the job. This is the job RSR. This is the actual job name, right? RS para generate, right? So I'm going to what? Cancel. Okay, I will cancel the job. Terminate the selected job. Yes, sir. Terminating also like applying break. It won't stop immediately, right? Right. It takes some time. So now, is it cancelled or what? Active? Still active. Refresh. Yeah, I selected to cancel, right? Yeah. Are you terminate? Yeah. It takes some time, right? It won't immediately stop, right? No, it cannot be stopped, right? Because all the proposals are working on that, right? Yeah. When you apply car brake also, it won't stop immediately, right? Even though you have intertire, right? Yeah. So now we will go to operation mode. We log in into another system. Okay. So we have QSY. QSY going to learn. Yeah. So I will go to QSY 3 because 01 I don't sometimes keep it on. So instance 03 always running. Log on. So done.